So we're out here on Caddo Lake. There's probably not a better lake to come and just catch a bunch of fish as early as February, like out here. And today, you know, this lake it's big and it really only has a limited amount of launches. So the motor just really plays a big part in being able to get you everywhere, not just quickly, but quietly. This motor's a lot quieter than some of the motors they've had in the past, and I've realized that I can get a lot closer to these fish, and they doesn't really seem to bother them that I'm motoring all around them. Being stealthy is just so important, especially if you're trying to get close to them. I've gotten pretty close to some of these trees, and it's pretty crazy how the motor doesn't seem to bother these fish at all. So the NK180PRO is quieter. It is a little bit faster, and it is, from my perspective, it was a lot more efficient. I don't know the numbers behind how much more efficient it actually is, but I mean, it definitely felt a lot more efficient. These days we can keep track of how much battery we're using, you know, with Bluetooth technology and all of that. And it was noticeably different how much less battery I was using with the NK180PRO. But probably, like, for me, one of the biggest differences that I noticed that made my life a little bit easier is I actually use my NK180 like a fishing motor. I use it to fish. You know, when we're out there, the wind's blowing us around, having a motor to help you either stay in position or work down a bank is extremely beneficial. And it was harder with the NK180 versus the NK180PRO to make micro adjustments when you're at lower speeds, and higher speeds, honestly, and higher speeds. So the NK180PRO basically gives me the ability to make those smaller adjustments much easier. It helps make fishing easier. So I definitely believe that the Newport brand is just leading the way in innovation. Newport is now a sponsor of a tournament trail that I fish, the Hobie Bass Open Series, and just them getting involved in that shows me that they care. They care about the people using their products, and they want to be a part of the sport for good. And that's important to me, and I value that a lot. On top of the fact that, you know, they're taking steps to improve their products in every way that they're able, and the NK180PRO is a prime example of how you take an already amazing product and, you know, you grind to make it even better, and that's exactly what they did. So I love the new look and the new colors of the NK180PRO. Actually, I was kind of walking around my boat earlier yesterday before we got on the water, and it had the NK180PRO on it, and I kind of did a double take. I was like, man, that boat looks good. I really liked it. It's really sharp. I think it looks a little cleaner. It's a very professional look. The look, and it's becoming so much a part of the kayak. Like before, it looked awkward every time you put a motor on a kayak, and that's just not the case anymore. It doesn't look awkward. It looks like it belongs there. And if there's anything I can say about the NK180PRO is that it looks like it just goes there. You know, quite frankly, I think the NK180PRO is the perfect starter motor for anyone wanting to motorize. But in a lot of situations, especially, you know, non-tournament related situations, the 180 is plenty of power to get you anywhere you need to go. And the 180PRO with the extra efficiency is going to take that to another level.